Yeah. When it came to hair, the Gingers took him back to a place no one else could. To a place where the memories were pure and sweet and dark and sexy. To a time when possibility pushed hard against his ribs with every damned breath. To a girl. Not the girl, as it turned out, but hell, hair like that had a way of stirring up the echoes of how it had been, reminding him of the things he still wanted. Whether Miss Pac-Man was one of them? Only one way to find out. Ford pushed off his stool and finger snapped in front of his face, dragging his attention down to the petite brunette parked at his left, scowling.
Cripes, Ford, I'm still talking here.
Ava, his little sister, apparently talking still. Right, no, sorry, he said, reluctantly returning to his seat. Go ahead. Eyes narrowing, she crossed her arms over her slim frame, and then with a gust of breath rushed on.
Anyway, so we need to get you a girl. Sam and I are married. Maggie and 3's baby is due in less than a week,
she stated, referring to Tyler Wells, the man who had been renting out the third-floor apartment in Ford's building before falling in love with apartment 2, Maggie. Mostly they called him Ty or Tyler, but leave it to Ava to hold on to a moniker the guy earned while on less than friendly terms with his future wife.
Maybe it's time you opened yourself up to the possibilities and found your own happily ever after?
He started to turn toward the far side of the bar. Actually, I was just...
Focus, Ford. A girl, but not your usual fare. No offense. I'm thinking someone with a shelf life longer than 4 weeks. A girl who's stylish and nice, and I don't hate, and has a sense of humor that extends beyond those please kill me now math puns you and Mindy Sedgwick used to bore everyone with.
Mindy'd been a nice girl, but Ava was right. Fun wasn't her forte.
And don't even think about another model. Every time Elkie cornered me, I ended up needing an appointment with a chiropractor to get my neck back into alignment.
Elkie had been working on her PhD before the modeling job she'd been paying her way through school with became her career instead. She'd been a little scary when she didn't think she had his full attention, and a lot scary when she knew it.
We're looking for someone I get along with even better than you do, because face it, when you flake and she's pissed, which is probably going to happen every time you start development on a new game, you're going to need someone to talk her down and reel her back in for you.
Okay, so he had been known to get somewhat distracted when he was working, but that Ava thought she was the woman for the job? Jesus. That's great, sis, but I actually see someone I'd like. Ava cut him off with a sharp wave.
Talking here, so other considerations.
Resigned, Ford nodded, half listening to his sister ramble on, her hands animating her words as he scanned the bar over her head until he landed on the high top by the corner, where a few empty bottles rested. 2 women and a guy. 1 olive cardigan, a couple inches of pink showing beneath. And all that hair. Ava could list her qualifications for his next girlfriend until she was blue in the face, but Ford already knew what mattered to him, and with Ava finally settled down with Sam, he was ready to find it. He wanted sweet, caring, honest, intelligent, loyal, generous, lighthearted, cool, and fun. Definitely fun. He wanted someone he could trust, a woman who got off on the same things he did, a girl with a brain that kept his running. He wanted the kind of partner his parents had been to each other, and after a valuable learning experience with the wrong kind of woman, one it had taken an obscene payoff and an ironclad non-disclosure agreement to handle, he had a pretty good idea of how to ensure he landed the right kind. Don't tell her about Hibachi Cannonball. Period. Or at least not until he knew she was into him for the reasons that mattered. In this, he and Ava were on the same page, because for everything Hibachi Cannonball had earned for him since being recognized as a breakout game of the year and an international gaming phenomenon,